Yeah, I think it's really neat. I think it's cool. They're continuing to blow this thing up. I really like it. This is News on a Tuesday. Well, today we have some topics, of course, because it's a news segment. But we have a few of them, and there's some of these are super duper important. Well, the main one is super duper important. So if you guys have, if you understand what Rebuild the World campaign is about, well, so Lego is doing something, semi-typical, if you will, and they are doing a Rebuild the World campaign again. And this time it's a little bit different. So I want to go through the press release for this because I'm not going to do it justice. The LEGO Group has launched its biggest and most playful holiday campaign to date. This year, the 90-year-old brand turned to some of the most creative minds on the planet, children, to help supercharge its festive celebrations with fun. The children were handed creative control behind the cameras, building, unbuilding, and rebuilding what the holidays mean to them. Rather than picture-perfect shots of snow, exquisitely set tables full of festive feasts, and cracking open fires, and children chose to design, build, and bring to life a playful vehicle to help them deliver presents and bring community together over the holiday season. The film shows children using play to navigate their way and overcome obstacles on their journey to deliver gifts. The overarching campaign narrative highlights that play, not perfection, is the best way to bring people together to have fun throughout the season. This narrative was rooted in cultural insight, with new research from the LEGO Group finding that the vast majority, 84% of children, wish they could play more with their parents. But the LEGO Group couldn't leave the children completely unsupervised, so playful icon and global superstar Katy Perry jumped on board to help supercharge the holiday season with play. Aside from being one of the best-selling musical artists of all time, Katy is an avid LEGO fan and collector. As well as featuring Katy, the advert is backed by her chart-topping hit Firework, a song about self-empowerment, confidence, and being your true self. It shows the group of children run outside to be greeted by Katy in an outfit created together with every character, animal, and gadget in the colorful adventure built using the LEGO system in play. So when asked about her involvement in the campaign, Katy said, as a LEGO fan who has built a lot of models with kids in the last few years, it was super heartwarming to see what happens when kids are put in charge of holiday gift giving. Play comes in so many forms with no set of rules, and to see them apply, that makes me hopeful for a really bright future for the generation. Developed by the creative team from the LEGO agency, the fully integrated global holiday campaign will run across a variety of channels, including TV, digital, out of home, I'm not quite sure what that is, social and e-commerce, and in LEGO stores across 35 markets. The film was created by a multi-award-winning team, including direction and production by Traktor, Traktor, and post-production by The Mill. It is the first time a celebrity has featured in one of the LEGO Group's holiday campaigns, and will be supplemented by further content featuring Katy Perry, including videos of children interviewing her and a look at her building as part of the Build to Give initiative. As part of the holiday campaign, the LEGO Group has also launched digital and in-store wish lists for children to let their parents know what their perfect gift would be. There will also be an online LEGO gift finder so gift givers can easily find the LEGO products that inspired the children in the film. Running alongside the holiday campaign is the LEGO Group's 6th annual Build to Give initiative. Build to Give will encourage children and families globally to build a LEGO creation in order to give a LEGO set to a child in need. Once built, simply share on social media or LEGO Life using the hashtag Build to Give before the end of December. This year, the company will be giving a record-breaking 2 million sets to children in hospitals, children's homes, and vulnerable communities. To find out more, visit lego.com/build to give. The new holiday and Build to Give campaigns are both part of the LEGO Group's Rebuild the World brand platform, which celebrates the creativity of children, inspires them to imagine a better world, and shows how LEGO play helps them develop vital lifelong skills. To find out more, visit lego.com/holiday-gifts. That was a lot. So I think it's really cool that they're bringing celebrity into this. They're doing a whole bunch of, if you will, different things, but it is super important. I mean, what they do, the Build to Give campaign, part of the rebuild the world. I guess we could rebrand the world into Lego World. That would be just fine by me. But yeah, I think it's really neat. I think it's cool. They're continuing to blow this thing up. I really like it. I think it is going to be a really important thing as we move forward. So on to the next thing here. We have some things to talk about. A new wave of sets that are coming in 2023. The Disney Avatar Way of the Water comes out December 22nd or 23rd. I can't remember specifically. I'm pretty sure it's the 22nd. But it is coming out to theaters, and you'll be able to see it. And LEGO Group has 5 new sets that are going to be adorning the past few sets that they have released earlier this year. So it'll be interesting to see, A, how those do, B, how the movie does, and just kind of go from there. So the first one that they have is the 75575, the Ilu Discovery. It has 179 pieces. This thing retails for 20 pounds or 25 USD and 25 euro, 35 Canadian and 40 Australian dollars. This thing is super duper cool. I loved the last sets, which I have coming up here hopefully soon. These are just terrific. So I don't know anything about the film yet, obviously, but you're getting Navi, Navi are the people. Tisraya, and Tuk are they're underwater, by the way, and they've got kind of like this Ninjago-esque, underwater dragon, if you will. Essentially, it is a flying thing that they used in the first Avatar that is essentially now underwater, but is really neat. You do have a little base where you can make your dragon stand, and then there's also almost like this little coral reef with a spear. I'm assuming the spear can be there, but it appears that there's some kind of gems and such that can be found. So it's quite interesting. I'm interested to see what this thing is going to look like. The Skim Wing Adventure 75576. It has 259 pieces. It's going to retail for 35 euro and USD and 30 pounds. This, another dragon type underwater dealio that you have going on. You do have Sully in this, and Kaina. My God, these names are killing me. And then you have Tonawari. This is kind of neat. I do like this. This reminds me very much so of the Mosasaurus from Jurassic World, the sets and stuff, with this giant mouth that it has. And it also uses one of the new pieces for the Quetzalcoatlus dinosaur in one of the new Jurassic World sets for the bottom jaw. So that's kind of neat. These, the wings, flippers, whatever you want to call them, they are all what appear to be in plastic. Doesn't appear to be super big, but it is posable again on a piece. It is perfectly, I'm assuming it is perfectly done so that it can balance absolutely perfectly. There does appear to be a lever that allows for some motion. I'm assuming that has to do maybe with the wings or whatever you want to call it. I'm not quite sure, but it just looks like it. It could be, it could not be. The Mako or Mako submarine 75577. It has 553 pieces. It retails for 60 USD, 55 euro, and 50 British pounds. Okay. I'm going to try these names, guys. Netayam, Alnung, RDA, Quaritch, and Spider. I literally have no idea. So you have 3 characters that are in here, and then you have a 4th that is quite hairy in their own right. But you have I think this is a newly printed colored stingray, so that's kind of neat. You get some purple carrots that are in here. Again, this is balanced as well so that you can either play with it or display it. It has a dual cockpit. I like the way that this submarine is built. It's kind of neat. It's got 4 little propeller fans that are on the back. I like the way this is done. Something I don't recall seeing, this new bow that has a shooter in it to be able to shoot an arrow. That's kind of neat. I haven't gotten all the Avatar stuff done yet, so maybe I'm missing something. But I like this. You do have another little build here that is not just the stand area, but you have a tiny little coral reef spot, and then you have this kind of rocky outcropping that is built. I do like the way that is done. That is something that is nice as well. If you're wondering what I'm looking at the images that the LEGO Group has sent us to be able to promote and stuff like that. The next one that we have up here is the Kaina Reef Home 75578. It has 528 pieces, and it retails for $80 here in the States, 80 euro, and 70 British pounds. It has Renal, Tonawari, Natiri, finally, and Kiri. So I like the way this looks. This is cool. You do have like a little boat. You've got some, which is weird. Why would you need a boat underwater? Why? It's like a kayak. It's not even a boat. What are you doing with a kayak underwater? I don't know. It does appear that potentially there is another set that could connect to this because there are some clips that are on the side. You have some fish that are under here. You have some other kind of dealio that is going on with some jars and stuff in the background. You have a multi-tiered structure that has these plastic pieces that are essentially supposed to be coverings and such for what looks like a cooking/dining area. I don't know how all this works. Are they like underwater water, or are they like how do you cook underwater? It's weird because somebody's holding fire. So how's that work? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But I like it. It is pretty neat. I am curious to see it. The next one that we have is the Payakan, the Tolkien and crab suit. Oh my God. It's killing me, man. 75579. It has 761 pieces. It retails for $100, 100 euro, 130 Canadian, and 90 British pounds. It has a crab suit diver, which I do like that. That's kind of cool looking. Loak, and Sirena. Oh my God. It's killing me. But I do like the way this looks. You do have this little crab crawler that is going on underneath. I've got to know who the antagonists and protagonists are in this. I'm assuming this dude in this little crab type machine is probably the antagonist to a certain degree. It just seems like that might be the case. You do have 2 little underwater platform type builds. One of them doesn't have any things sticking on it, but it does have a red Technic pin, a red Technic axle that is sticking out, a short axle. I don't know if that is supposed to have a crab on it or what, maybe to display it, but you have this whale looking thing that is underneath the water, which is super duper cool. And we've got some new molds here, y'all. We've got some new molds here for the face, and this weird kind of nostril display that is going on up in the front. I do like that. That is kind of neat. And this is balanced on a base as well. It's connected in by 2 small Technic, the red axle pieces, the little short ones. So that is, or it appears that be what it is. But it's really neat. I find it very fascinating. I'm curious to see the movie. I look forward to it very much. So that is all we have for News on A Tues today. If you're curious about these sets, they are available January 1st, 2023. The prices are according to what I have been given by the Lego Group, so you can take that to the bank. As of now, I don't think that's going to change between now and then. And hopefully you have an opportunity to see the movie. I'm looking forward to go seeing it myself. And yeah, it's some new sets, something different, something fun, something colorful with all of these, just like the Avatar stuff. All the animals are super colorful. So it's going to be a different change of pace. And so that'll wrap up News on A Tues. And I'll talk to you guys next time.